Nestle, Thompson, and Rahul, Omar, switch on the video. Nestle, what is list? What is list? Amal, what is list, Amal? No, Nestle, you are not audible. Amal, what is list? Omar, okay. Always your mic is not working, Nestle. Omar, am I audible, Omar? Switch on the video. Okay. Okay, Nestle. Am I audible, Amar? Omar? Then say the answer. What is list? Anish, what is list, Anish?
Ma'am, this is a sequence data type.
Sequence?
Data type.
How we can represent one list?
Ma'am, there are many types of list.
Only two types of list.
No.
How we can represent a list? Tushar?
Yes, ma'am.
How we can represent a list?
The elements of lists are enclosed in square brackets separated by commas.
Okay, Tushar. So a list is represented using square bracket. Okay. What is empty list? How we can represent one empty list, Rahul?
Square bracket, nothing.
Then which function is used for creating a list, Abhilash?
Ma'am, list one.
List empty bracket. Okay. Or list within bracket, write the content. That is a function is used to create a list. Then how we can create one empty list using list function? Sanjana? How we can create?
List the empty bracket.
Correct, Sanjana. List empty bracket. That is a list using a creation of empty list using list function. Then how we can create a list using a string? Kevin?
Ma'am,
How we can create?
question.
how we can create a list using string list function.
Ma'am, is it that input and enter value?
Then
Ma'am, L1, then input, enter value, and then any string that we put inside,
Ah,
and it'll
that content is in
will-
n. Then how we can create a list using that n? We just using that input function, we are just inputting some string values to variable n, and using that n, how we can create a list?
I'm using L1, it will show a list.
L1 is equal to list of n. Okay. Is it clear, Kevin?
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to, it is based on direct inputting. That is, if we input a string using input function, n is equal to input enter one value. So we can input one string. That string is copied to n. And using that n, you want to create one list. For that, L1 is equal to, okay, Alan, L1 is equal to list of n. List within bracket, write n. Then that string will appear here, and list function will convert that string into a particular list. Is it clear? Okay. So creating a list from string, that is, here list one is equal to list within bracket. I'm giving one string, that is computer. So this computer string is assigned to list one, and using this computer, we are creating a list, that is, using the function list, we are creating a list, and that list is assigned to list one. And if we print that list one, the content of that list will appear just within square bracket. Within square bracket, C, comma, O, comma, M, all the characters. Okay. Then creating a list through user input using list function. This is the last topic we discussed, that is list one is equal to list of input enter values. Through this input function, we can input some value, and so if we input ABC through this input function, this using this ABC content, we are creating a list. Okay. Or we can rewrite this one using n is equal to input enter one string or enter value. So the inputted value, if it is ABC, this ABC is copied to n. And using this n, you want to create a list. So L1 is equal to list of n. This is also possible. After that, print L1. Okay. So here, first we accept a string using input function. The content it is ABC. This ABC is assigned to n. N is the variable name. Content of n, it is ABC. Using this n, I am creating a list using the function list. So list within bracket n. So here the content it is ABC. This ABC string is converted to list and copied to L1. Print L1 means the list will display. Is it clear, children? Okay. Then creating a list from existing list. Here, list 1 is equal to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. List 1 is equal to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm creating a new list. The new list name, it is list 1. Creating a new list. The name of that new list, it is list 2, which is equal to list within square bracket a colon. Here it is list 1. Okay. Just rewrite list 1 colon. Here also list 1 colon 4. Here it is list 1, only list 1. Okay. So the first statement it is list 2 is equal to list 1 within square bracket 1 colon. Here only 1 colon is there. That means start value is 0 and stop value is total number of elements. That means the entire content of list 1 is assigned to list 2. Okay, here the heading it is creating a list from existing list. That is the heading. A topic is creating a list from existing list. Here this is the existing list. Okay, list 1 is the existing list, and using this is existing list 1, we are creating a new list. The new list name it is list 2. Okay, so list 1 is the existing list. Using this existing list, I am creating a new list. The new list name it is list 2. Okay, here list 2 is the new list name. Here list 1 is equal to list 1 within square bracket colon means here there is no start value, no stop value. If there is no start value, which one is the start value? Thompson then? Here only colon. If there is no start value, the start value is 0. Okay, you just note this point. If there is no start value, means the start value is 0. If there is no stop value, what is the meaning? Total number of elements, that is the stop value. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements are there. So stop value it is 5. Is it clear, Sanam? Okay, so here only colon. So start value it is 0. Stop value it is 5, means it is the total number of elements present in that list. Okay, all of you switch on the video, children. Switch on the video. Vishnu, Omar. So here list of 1, I'm creating a new list. It is list 2. The content of that list 2, it is the entire list 1 content. For that I'm using a single colon. That means start value is 0, stop value is 5. So here the index value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are starting from 0. Then stop value is 5. So the last value 4 is included. 5 is excluded. Here there is no 5 index. Index value 5 is not there. And the last value included it is 14. So we create a true copy of list 1 and its name it is list 2. Okay. So we can create a new list from existing list in different ways. The first way, if you want to copy the entire content into a new list, use this statement. List 2 is equal to list 1 within square bracket a single colon. A single colon. Okay. So the entire content is accessed and it is assigned to list 2. Okay. Then what about the next one? I'm creating another list, new list. It is list 3. Here list 1 of, that is from that list 1, I'm taking some of the elements. 1 colon 4. Anish, what is the meaning of this 1 colon 4?
Ma'am, do we have to take the 4th element?
What, Anish?
4th.
4th element only?
1 and 4?
No, what is 1 is the start value, 4 is the stop value.
Ma'am, I don't know.
Okay. Rahul,
13.
that is 10 to 13. Okay. 10 to 13. That is here 1 is the start value. Means we are taking from 1. So 11 is the result. So 11. After that 12. Then 13. Then last value it is 4. 4 is excluded. Is it clear, Buddhadev?
Yes, ma'am.
So here within that list, I am giving two value. The first value it is start value. Last value it is stop value. Okay. So stop value is excluded from the result. So starting from 1, that is 1 index value here 1. This is the first in 11 is the value with index 1. Is it clear, Anish? Okay, so 11 is the value with index 1 and 12 is the value with index 2 and 13 is the value with index 3. Then after that 4 is the stop value. Stop value is excluded from the result. So we discard this value. So in the new list, that is in this list 3, the values are 11, 12, 13. Okay. So list 3 is equal to list 1 of 1:4 means we are starting from 1 and the last value is 3, not 4. Because 4 is the stop value, we are excluding that last value, that is stop value. That is slicing. So next value is list 7 is equal to list 1. Here what is the meaning? We are just assigning a new name to same as this one. These two are same. That means list 1, here list 1, the contents are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All the contents are copied to list 7. That is this 10, 11 has two names, that is list 1 and list 7. That is the meaning of this statement. List 7 is equal to list 1 means we are giving an alternate name for list 1. Its name is list 7. Okay, so here list 1 is the existing list. Okay, from this existing list, we can create a new list in different ways. The first way is to copy entire content into a new list. For that, I'm using list 1, list 1 colon. This is for copying all the content with a new name list 2. Or we are representing these 5 contents with a new name list 2. List 1 is also there with this value. Another one list 2 with same value. Here it is list 1 colon 1 colon 4. That means we are assigning or we are taking 3 values from list 1. The 3 values are 11, 12, 13. These 3 values are taken from this list 1 and it is assigned to list 3. Okay, that is second method. The last one, it is we are giving one alternate name for list 1. That alternate name it is list 7. Okay, we are giving one alternate name for list 1. The name it is list 7. Is it clear? Is it clear, Abhilash? Okay. Vishnu?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here, what is the result of this? 0 colon 3. Vishnu? List 1 of 0:3. What is the result? Vishnu? Buddhadev, what is the result?
10, 11, 12. That's answer, I think.
No. It's not correct, Vishnu. 11, 12. Isn't it, Vishnu? Your answer is 11, 12. Vishnu? Okay, Buddhadev.
Ma'am, 10, 11, 12.
Ah, yes, 10, 11, 12 is the correct answer because here the start value is 0. Stop value is 3. Start value 0 means this is the index value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Start value 0 means 10 is displayed. After that, next value 11 is displayed. Next value 12 is displayed. Last value is 3. So we are not using this part. So the answer it is within square quotes. Okay.
Ma'am,
Okay, Kevin.
ma'am, in list 7, it's written equal to list 1, right?
Yes.
What would be the output of that?
Same one. If you print list 7, print list 7, the result is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay.
Ma'am, so list 1 with the colon into the square brackets and only list 1 has the same output.
What, Kevin?
Ma'am, so the first one and list 7 has the same output.
Yes. List 1 and list 7 are same. We are just giving one alternate name for list 1. For that, we are using this statement. So if list 7, print list 7 and print list 1. The output is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So here the start value is 0, stop value is 3. So the output is 10, 11, 12. Okay. All of you switch on the video. Irene. List 1, list 3 is equal to list 1 of 2:5. What is the result, Irene? Irene? Aparna?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the result of this statement? List 3 is equal to list 1 colon within square bracket 2:5. What is the result?
12, 13.
12, 13 only. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the index values. We are starting from 2. So the first value is 12. Then after that,
Then 13,
13, then
14.
14. Okay, correct, Aparna. So here the stop value is 5. So we are taking all these values 12, 13, and 14. Is it clear? Is it clear, Sanam?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the next heading it is traversing a list. Traversing a list means accessing each element of a list. Accessing each element of a list. It can be done by using either for loop or while loop. Traversing a list means accessing each element of a list. That is, it can be done by using either for loop or while loop. There are mainly two ways of traversing. Traversing means just travel through each and every element of a list. That is traversing a list. We are just going through each and every element of a list. That is traversing a list. Using a for loop or using a while loop. There are mainly two ways of traversing. The first one it is using in operator. Using in operator. What is the use of in operator? Amal? Sarah? What is in operator?
Ma'am, for checking whether the assigned character there in the
A
given-
particular character is present or not. Okay. Is it either we can use a character, or in the case of integer also we can use that in operator. Okay. So using in operator is the first traversing method. So the first traversing method it is using in operator. So here list1 is equal to in operator means here we are using in with for loop. Okay, so list1 is equal to within this list I am using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. That is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 23. 6 elements are there. So it is assigned to list1. So the variable name for that list, it is list1. The contents are 6 elements, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 23. Okay. For I in list1 means the list1 contents are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 23. From that, the first value is assigned to I, that is 10. Okay. This is the first method for traversing a list. Means we are going to moving from one element to first element to last element of this list. That is traversing. So the first value is accessed, then second value is accessed, the third value, fourth value, fifth value, and sixth value. That is the method of traversing. We are just accessing each and every element of a list. That is traversing. So we are the first value, that is 10, is assigned to I. Print, then it will execute this statement. Print I means it will print 10. After that, the control moves to the next iteration of for loop. So here the first value is assigned. After that, 11 is assigned to I. Then print I means it will print 11. After that, third value is assigned to I. Then it will print 12. Fourth value is assigned to I. It will print. Then 14. Then 23. This is the traversing method. For traversing a list using in operator, first you want to create one list. So here the list creation method, it is list1 is equal to within square bracket give some value. Either we can use string value or character or float value, any type of value you can use here, or mixed value also we can use. So here I'm creating a list with some value. After that, I want to go through each and every value of this list. For that, I'm using the statement for I in list1. For I in list1. Here, the first value at the time of first iteration, the I value is 10. After that, it will printed using print I. So 10 is printed. Then it will execute the for statement again till this 23 is printed. All the values are printed, then only we can terminate from this for loop. So here after 10, the I value, it is 11, that is next value of the list1. Then it is printed, so 11 is printed. After that 12 is assigned to I. Print I means 12 is printed. After that, 13 is assigned to I, 13 is printed, then 14, then 23. Is it clear, children? Is it clear? Amal?
I didn't get to that, ma'am. Can you?
Okay. So here, list 1 is equal to 6 elements, that is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 23 are the elements in list 1. Okay, Amal? Then 4I in list 1 means within this list 1, which are the contents? Which are the contents of this list 1, Amal? It is 10, 11,
7, 12, 13,
13, 14, 23. Correct. So 4I in list 1 means the first value, that is 10, is assigned to I. First time the first value is assigned to I. Then it will execute this print I statement. Print I means what is the value of I? It is 10. So 10 is printed. After that, next value 11 is assigned to I. It is automatic assignment. That is, after first value, automatically second value is assigned to I. Then after that, third value is assigned to I. Then fourth value is assigned to I. It is based on this for loop. Then, so second value 11 is assigned to I. Then print I means here the I value is 11. So 11 is printed. After that, third value, that is 12, is assigned to I. Print I means 12 is printed. Then fourth value is 13 is assigned to I. Print I means 13 is printed. Then 14 is assigned to I. Print I means 14 is printed. Last value 23 is assigned to I. Print I means 23 is printed. Is it clear, Amal?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then write a program to find the sum of all elements. Write a program to find the sum of all elements. Which is the first statement? First, you want to create a list like this. List 1 is equal to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 23. That is the first statement. Then you want to calculate what is the result of 10 plus 11 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 23. That is the question. Sum of all elements in that list. You want to add 10 plus 11 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 23. So first you want to create a list using list 1 is equal to within square bracket give some value. After that, how is the for loop?
I got 84.
Then how is the statement, Amal? I'll give some small value. Okay. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4. L1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm creating a list. The list name it is L1. L1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. All of you switch on the video, children. Then after that, I want to take each and every statement from this list. How it is possible? Alan? Alan Joshi?
Yes, ma'am.
How we can write the for loop for taking each and every character integer from this list? How is the
Ma'am,
for
I
loop?
don't.
Okay. Alan Thomas? Anyone? How we can write the for loop? Anyone?
Ma'am, for I
mm,
in
mm.
list one.
For I in list 1. Correct, Abhilash? For I in list 1. Then
Ma'am,
how
that
we
is
can,
Kevin.
oh, is it Kevin? Okay. Good, Kevin. It is I in list 1. Okay. Continue, Kevin. How we can find the sum? Just try.
Is it
So
print
here
I?
using this for statement, first the value of I it is 1. Then I want to calculate the sum. Okay. Then how we can write one variable is there S for calculating the sum. So first I will initialize this S with 0. Then how we can write this S?
Ma'am, SI.
SI means S of I. Okay, S of I.
Ma'am, and then print I.
Print I. Here first I want to take this 1 and add that 1 with the 0. How we can write that statement? Okay, I will explain. This S of I is correct. Here sum is equal to it is not S of I, it is I. S is equal to, that is sum is equal to L1 of I plus S. Or we can rewrite as S is equal to S plus S plus L1 of I. No. Here not, there is no need of L1 of I, just write I. Here what is the result? This is not list 1, it is L1. Here I am using L1, so here it is L1. Okay. Here the list name it is L1. So the for loop it is for I in L1, then 1 colon, because for loop we are ending with 1 colon. So for I in L1 colon, S is equal to S plus I. What is the meaning of this statement? Anyone? What is the meaning of this statement?
Ma'am,
Mm.
meaning is that ma'am, before S was equal to 0, and then S will become S plus 1, so 0 plus 1, and then 1 will be the given number for S.
Then correct. It is correct. That is S is equal to S plus I means the initial value of S it is 0. 0 plus I value it is 1. So 0 plus 1 it is 1. Then next iteration the I value is 2. So S value it is 1. So 1 plus 2 it is 3. Okay. So next time I value it is 3. Then I value it is 3. What about this S value? S value is 3. So 3 plus 3, it is 6. Then next time 4 is assigned to I. So I value it is 4. What about this S? S it is 6. So 6 plus 4, it is 10. So the final result it is 10. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 3, 10. Once again, I will explain.
Ma'am,
Okay, Kevin?
ma'am, only with the statement s equal to s plus 1, the whole thing will come, right?
X is equal to S plus I.
I'm sorry, ma'am, s is
Okay.
equal to
Ah,
s plus
S
I.
plus I.
It will
Then
do
print
the whole thing
statement
like
is also there. Print statement. Okay. S is equal to S plus I. Then you want to give a print statement like this. Print S. Okay. So if S is equal to S plus I means starting we are giving a 0 value to X, S. Okay. S is equal to 0 means we are initializing this S with 0. Okay. This is unmute Aparna. Okay. So here S is equal to S plus I is the equation. The initial value of S, it is 0. So here the value is 0. What is the first value of I? It is 1. So 0 plus 1, which is equal to 1. Then next iteration time. At the time of next iteration, the I value is updated with 2. Okay. So here the I value, it is 2. What about the S value? We just added this and the new value of S, it is 1. So here 1 plus 2. New value of S, it is 3. Then next iteration, I valued is 3. So here I valued is 3. What about S value? The new S valued is 3. So 3 plus 3, it is 6. The next iteration time, I valued is 4. What is S value? It is 6. So 6 plus 4, it is 10. There is no more value. So the final result that is in S, it is 10. So if you print S means it will print 10. So after every iteration, it will execute this print statement. After using 4 as I, then this S is equal to S plus I statement is executed. Then only, that is after this for loop is completed, then only this print statement will execute. So the final result, it is 10. Is it clear, children? Is it clear? Okay. Any doubt related with that program, Amal?
Have a doubt with a s is equal to
S is equal to S plus I. The I values are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first I value is 1. The starting S value is 0. So 0 plus 1, 1. So next time S value is 1. This is the S value. Then I value it is second I value it is 2. So 2 plus 1, 3. This 3 is used next time. I value it is 3. So this is the I value. So 3 plus 3, 6. The next time the S value it is 6. And I value it is 4. So 6 plus 4, 10. Is it clear, Amal?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sarah, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So write the next heading. Using range function.